All right, so we are going to go through 3 sections of chapter 11, and they all involve the three-dimensional coordinate system, okay? So today we're really just gonna like wrap our heads around how to plot points in three-dimensional coordinates and talk about the 3 different axes, the 3 different planes, the 8 different octants, okay? So, and you don't need to try to draw this. I'm going to give you something to help you in your notes, okay? But let's just take a minute and just talk about what we got going on here, okay? We have an x-axis shooting out at us. The y-axis is shooting off this way, okay? And the z-axis is shooting up. So I want you to imagine this room right here, okay? Are we three-dimensional objects, right? Okay, we live in 3 dimensions. So this part of my room right here underneath the board, this is like the y-axis, like the positive y-axis. This corner or this line on the floor, like going back that way towards the flag, that would be like the x-axis. And then this corner going up, that'd be like the z-axis, and we're sitting in the first octave. Okay, now, do you agree that it is pretty hard to draw three-dimensional things on your paper?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What are you doing?
That's what I was thinking. Seriously?
What?
Let's see.
I'm just gonna put this on your table.
Oh, okay. I'll pretend to not notice you while you do it. We're gonna plot points and we're gonna name the octants. So I don't know if you can tell from this picture or not, but there's 8 different sections. So if I draw an XY axis, we have 4 quadrants, right? There's 4 different sections. Well, here we have 8. So kind of think of them as like rooms, okay? Like bedrooms or rooms in your house, okay? Upstairs, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Downstairs, we have 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 different sections of this three-dimensional space, separated by our 3 axes, okay? We also have 3 planes. You see this blue plane right here, we would call that the YZ plane because it's made of the Y and Z axes, okay? This red plane would be the XY plane because the X and Y axis make it up, okay? And then the green plane slicing through would be the XZ plane, okay? Here's the deal. Gonna be hard to imagine this without like something to hold on to. So we are going to create. I'll show you what we're gonna create. We can have nothing here, so. Create one of these guys. So we can tell where our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different octants are, and we can actually like hold it and figure out where we are, okay? So please send somebody from your pod to grab the appropriate number of scissors, 1 for each person in that red bin. Okay, so I want everyone to look up here. We have octants, 1, 2, 3, 4 upstairs, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 downstairs. So if we take, thank you. If we take somebody's beautiful coordinate plane, okay? This first guy right here is room 1, octant 1, and then we go our counterclockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then underneath room 1 in the basement is room 5, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the same pattern, okay? So in front of you, you have some pieces of 3D graph paper. Grab one of them. Grab one. What? That's so cool. Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do, when we plot a point, we are going to leave some breadcrumb trails so we can see the path. So first of all, this is kind of like tilted out. So remember, the x-axis is coming out at us. The y-axis is shooting off to the side, and the z-axis is the one going up to the sky.
We need our calculator to just do that.
I don't think you will need it. Will you get it? Yes. Bring it, and then those of you who checked out a calculator, I'll have calculators for you to borrow while you're in class. Okay. So 3, 0, 0. That means we're gonna move 3 out on the x-axis and then nothing again. So my pink coordinate is 1, 2, 3. Okay. And it lives on the x-axis. Okay. Now my green coordinate. Coordinate B is 4, 0, 4. X, Y, Z. So I'm gonna move out here to 4, 0. And then we need to move up in the Z dimension 4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave this breadcrumb trail from 4, 0 all the way up here so that we know it's not just like on the y-axis, okay? It's floating above the x-axis and it's living in the XZ plane. Why is what positive? Because I moved forward 4. Okay, so this is the x-axis. Forward is positive, backwards is negative. This is the y-axis. This way is going to be positive. This way is going to be negative.
So closest forward and backwards.
So it's like you're walking out of the paper versus you're walking.
So which way is forward and Z? That way?
Up. Okay.
So the X and Y are just flipped. The part forward backwards and Z is.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't I could grab it backwards and basically know.
Okay, now coordinate C, we need to go to 2, -3 in the XY plane and then go up 5 in our Z dimension. So here is X is 2. Here is Y is -3. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this little parallelogram of breadcrumbs. Here's my coordinate 2, -3. Because I went out 2 on the x-axis, I went -3 on the y-axis, and now I want that to be floating above my breadcrumbs by 5. I will. What? Yeah. So here's X is +2. Here is Y is -3. I made a breadcrumb parallelogram. And then from the corner, I made breadcrumbs going up 5 for my Z. Now I need to name the octant. We went 2, -3, and then we went up. What octant are we living in?
3, 1. One of them.
This is 1, 2,
4.
3, 4. This is an octant 4.
I was wrapping it, I think it's 2D, 3D, but 2D sort of.
Yeah, where's?
How do we know?
Where's what?
How do we label X the other way?
Octant 1 is right here. where everything is positive, right here, everything is positive. Okay, so listen to this. Octants 1 through 4, Z is positive. We're upstairs. We're above the XY plane. 1, 2, 3, 4. We start with positive and go counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then below room 1 is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, let's talk about plotting coordinate D. I'll make that one orange. So -2, 6. I'm gonna go backwards on the X and positive for my Y. And leave a breadcrumb to this corner to go up to. Can't see it? At your table, decide which octant this lives in. Yeah. Oh, Hank, what octant is this in? I agree. This is an octant 2. Octant 1 is where everything's positive, and then we go back 1. That's octant 2. Okay, what questions can I answer for you?
How do you know what mine is? Wait, quadrant.
So what I would do, because you're struggling right now, I would like hold it like this, and I would imagine, okay, I just went like back 2 and like over 6, so I'm here, and then I went up.
Okay, well, let's see. If you go 2 over, and then you go down.
So I went
3.
2 out, and I went left 3, and then I went up 5. You're in.
X2, wouldn't it be over here?
X2 is right here, so it'd be forward. Remember, X is shooting out at you, X is forward.
Why is X?
X is forward, like it's gonna get you in the nose.
X is going sideways.
Well, we laid it down. Okay, the very first thing you're gonna have to do on Monday is to plot points and name points. Like I'll have points plotted you're gonna name. I'll also have points that I want you to plot. Okay. The second thing I need you to be, well, third thing I guess I need you to be able to do is find the distance between 2 points. Guess what? The distance formula in 3 dimensions is just like the distance formula in 2 dimensions. We just have an added z minus z squared. Write it down. What do you have to close just to hear that? Fancy.
So it is X.
X is gonna get you in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Z is going towards the sky.
Okay.
So Y has to be the other side. Okay.
You look like this, I see. You look
Yes.
like that.
And then, so out towards your nose 2,
Okay. And then.
-3. So now we're living right here,
Okay.
and then we raise up 5. Just get over it because it just isn't.
Get over it, Eric, gosh.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, Eric. We're gonna find the distance between these 2 points. What are you doing?
I was trying to listen to something. Some girl looked in distress.
She was.
Write these 2 points down. We're finding the distance between them. Grayson, what octants are these 2 in? They're both in the first octant. He can tell that because they're all positive. What?
It's like the quadrant, but it's.
There's 8 sections, so we call them octants.
It's like 2 quadrants. Up and down.
Exactly. Okay. So, does it matter the order in which you choose like your X1 and X2? We're subtracting and then we're squaring, not squaring.
Triangle.
Okay, so we have 2 minus 4. I have nothing. I 1 minus 1 and 6 minus 9. Hey, what's 2 minus 4 squared? What is 1 minus 1 squared? What is 6 minus 9 squared? What? So our distance is the square root of 13, and we're just gonna leave it as that. Whoa, I don't know what that was. Hey, just let it go. Let it go. I missed